A very good morning to Madam Ida and friends. Today, I would like to talk about one of the heritage buildings that are certified by UNESCO, which is called the Villa Savoye, France, by Le Corbusier. Here are the things that I will be talking about in this presentation. This building was built in 1928 and completed on 1931 by Le Corbusier and Pierre Jeanneret. It is also known as one of the most significant contributions to modern architecture in 20th century. The Villa Savoye is one of the best examples of international style and modern style of architecture. Area of building is around 480 square meters. The building was built as a rural getaway for Savoy family. A rich French insurance agent, Pierre Savoye, hired Le Corbusier and his cousin to design the building. He was already quite famous during 1920s due to his involvement with the Central Soyuz in Moscow. He was also a founding member of Congrès International d'Architecture Moderne and became regarded as an advocate contemporary architecture. Half of a decade after the Villa Savoye was built, Le Corbusier's Algiers urban ideas continues to grow more freeforms. Reinforced concrete and plastered masonry are the materials that are used to build the Villa Savoye. It is considered to be a very modern construction method that were ever used in 1920s and 30s. Due to this method, Corbusier's visions of 5 points to a new architecture becomes true. The 5 points of architecture by Le Corbusier are pilotis, which mean reinforced concrete columns are placed in a grid-like manner and act as a load-bearing structure. Open floor plan, which means frame construction replaces the need for load-bearing walls. This gives the freedom for the designer to place partitions wall in different places on the different levels. Free facade. Earlier, when facades carried the load of the building, the designer was restrained to using certain type of material and form. By shifting the load to the interior, the exterior facade can be modified as desired. Horizontal windows. When there is no need for load-bearing walls, there are no restrictions when it comes to the shape and size of the window openings. Corbusier's theories of the horizontal windows was based on the derivation that more light can enter into the interior of the building in equal amounts. Last but not least is the roof garden. The potential of a flat roof in a building can be expanded with the additions of a roof garden. During World War II, the villa was occupied by both German and Allied troops, causing extensive damage. The property then was bought by the French state in 1962. Restoration was done in between 1963 to 1977. Some of the works are electricity, glazing, waterproofing, masonry, and plumbing. There are a few steps taken to conserve the originality of the Villa Savoye, such as restoring the original view of the building. Due to there are development around the building, which is Schoolhouse Complex Le Corbusier, they created a isolated environment by planting trees to cover up the institutions that changes the original view. Conserving Gardener's House. The house was actually surrounded by tree in origin, but the tree was cut down. Replanting the tree at the same position is the solution that are chosen as part of the conservation's work. Last but not least is the Villa Savoye Original's color paint. The party that are responsible to conserve the building obtained a document of Le Corbusier's sketch that state the true color of the building, and that has been a reference to determine the exact color that are used in the first place. Here are the detailed drawing of the Villa Savoye by Le Corbusier. This is the Sainte Marie de la Tourette, also by Le Corbusier, which was built later on in 1960. The architecture style that are used were also the same with the Villa Savoye, which is modern and international style. This building also used the 5 points of architecture, however with different style of design. The building itself is bigger than the Villa Savoye and estimated to be around 1,533 square meters. The 5 points of the convent of La Tourette are pilotis, load-bearing columns which line the inside walls and open the facades to long strip windows. Structure. The facade of the building is free from any structural responsibility, hence designed carefree and filled with glass on 3 out of 4 sides of the structure. Roof garden. The classic grass rooftop creates an architectural promenade relating back to the Villa Savoye, although the context of the convent is very different than of the residence. Opening. Every one of the 100 cells features an outward-facing balcony, with communal areas underneath and the cloister running around the roof. Last but not least is lighting, a gradual path from the natural landscape to the interior of the sanctuary, where there is no iconographic representations rather than the view of natural light, is at the same time a continuous removal of the visual phenomena from out to in. That is all from me. Thank you for your attention. Till next time, have a great day.